Hey guys, welcome back, Spencer Crypto Vibe. Good to have you. All right, so you saw the thumbnail, right? What the hell is this potato going on this guy's channel for? I want to try to draw a parallel. First of all, if you're not hip to hybrid DeFi, not familiar with it, or if you're not using it right now, I think you're already behind the ball for this year and next year's bull run. You have to get hip to that technology and get on the roll with it. I'm involved with it, and I've been using it, not just like buying and holding little pieces. I've been using the systems, and I need to explain to you how it works from my first-hand point of view, and my also extremely layman terms. I'm going to try to draw that parallel to potatoes. But if you're here, then you have to probably, I assume you like crypto, I assume you like NFTs, I assume you like memes, one or more of those options, or maybe all three. But what I need from you is, now that we're clear that you like one of those things, I need to know if you like potatoes. Like, don't lie to me. Everybody likes some. Think of all the things you can do with a potato. You can get a potato and boil it. After you boil it, you can smash it, make a whole nother kind of thing, put salt on it. You could dice it. You can cut it in long strings and make French fries. You can ferment it over time and make vodka. You can just leave it in the ground. You can grow a potato and leave it in the ground. Some moles and some ground insects are going to eat it, poop, and then poof, a whole garden come up around where you had it. Okay, what's your favorite way of eating a potato? You immediately, your brain thinks of something that you like, and you know, I like them this way. Now think of your family. Like if you're having a cookout or a picnic, what's their favorite ways of eating potatoes? Okay, it's probably different than yours, right? That's my point. Now, if you can just hold that thought, the variety of ways to enjoy a delicious potato. this, my friend, is the parallel of the variety of ways to enjoy this delicious hybrid DeFi. Telling the truth, just please stick with me. Now, some of the stuff that I like about hybrid is OTC. I like arbitration. I like the fractionalization, and I like for NFTs, like having a liquidity pool that I can tap to be able to do something with the NFT. So I guess what I can do, well, there's my answer. Potatoes, the variety of ways you can enjoy potatoes, that's how it parallels to the hybrid ways you can enjoy DeFi. Through those four things that and there's a lot of other ways that hybrid DeFi has a positive effect on crypto and an easy way to make money. But those are my four. So I guess I could just stop there, right? Thanks for watching. Come back later another time. But no, not me. Not because I talk too much. So what I'm going to do is, if you're already in hybrid, if you're in one of the projects already, I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know. But if I am, feel free to enjoy the video anyway. If I'm missing something that you'd like me to include in another video, put in the comments. I'll do another one for that. I don't want to miss anything. This isn't a know-it-all. So what I want to do is go through a few examples and explain what I think these terms, these OTC, arbitration, fractionalization, and liquidity, how I use them and how it's a cool way to make money no matter what you're coming to the market with when you have a hybrid DeFi project. Okay, so one example I use, let's start with fractionalization. That's such a long damn word. I can't say fractionalization. I have to slow it down myself to get the whole word out. But say you're around. Okay, let's talk about how this works in real world. You're around in 2019. I don't know, the punks are out. You know, crypto punks, the biggest NFT there ever has been in Ethereum. And the punks come out and you saw them at $2,000, right? You thought about that. In the current system, you either play or you don't play. Okay, this is the main point. Without fractioning, with right now, you could either buy a CryptoPunk at $2,000 because you caught it at that price. You don't know that it's going to go almost 100 times that or more. But you're just saying it's kind of hot. I kind of think I like it. Kind of want to be a punk. Or you can say, no way I would spend $2,000 on that, and I don't know what this is yet. And I don't know where it's going. Or you could say, I only had $2,000. So I'm not definitely ain't spending on the NFT. Okay, all of those leave you in a bad spot. Here's why. With hybridization, without hybridization, you watch this thing. If you didn't get a punk, you watch it take off over 100x from where you saw it, and you didn't get any part of that game. That everybody already know how that make you feel when you see something and you didn't pick that one and you missed the boat. Now, if you did, say you did, I did get a punk at $2,000. And here's what happened. You watch the thing, you got one punk. You watch the thing go up to $250,000, some $500,000. And you watched it. But you also saw this cult, this feeling grew in the friendship, in the camaraderie of having a punk. But you only have one. So you could use some money, but you don't know how to do it because you can't sell it. If you sell the punk, then if somebody actually still wants it at the price you're selling it, there's always that too. Maybe nobody wants it at the price you want to sell it for. But say you sell your punk and you get it, you're like, whoo, that's big money, baby. I won crypto. I can, yeah, but now when you get on Twitter, your personality gone, your clout is gone from being a punk. You're all the membership. Maybe there's Discord things. Maybe there's airdrops. People inviting you to speak. People assuming you're the smartest guy in crypto. All that's gone because you sold your punk. Okay, this is the old school way. The new school way is if you hybridize the punks, if they were hybridized. Now watch the two scenarios. $2,000 for a punk. I'm not spending $2,000 on them, but I don't know what the punks are gonna do. So you could say, I'll tell you what, I put $100 on it. I'm not spending $2,000, but I put $100 on punk because as a hybrid token, Punk's NFT will be attached to a predetermined ratio of CryptoPunk tokens. So I don't have to be able to afford the whole CryptoPunk. I can put 100 on it. I can buy a 20th, that's fine. And my $100 after this 100x run that I didn't know was going to happen is now worth $10,000. I got a $10,000 chunk of the crypto run, of the CryptoPunk run. That's awesome. That's changing the whole dynamic of the game. What it also does is say you did get one. If let me hybridize that I did buy one thing. One is you're likely going to round trip that month because you're scared to sell it, even though you could get the money out because you don't want to lose your status. But if you hybridize it, you can break that thing down into tokens. You can swap your NFT for tokens and just sell what you need. And you're still a punk. You're still in the game. You don't have control of the NFT right now. It's in escrow if the system works the way we have it set up. But you are still in the punk game. You haven't left. That's the difference. That's what's awesome about hybridizing. It gives, like, fractionalization lets everybody get a part. It's like Bitcoin. It's just like buying Bitcoin. Like, well, I'd love to have a Bitcoin, but there's $68,000. Where am I going to get? You don't have to. You can put 100 on it. That's what I love. Put 100 on it. You get the same fractionalized Bitcoin. Same thing in NFTs. That's a game changer. All right. So now we talked about some of the benefits. That's fractionalization. That usually just kind of applies to NFTs. What if you're on the token side? Then let's talk about arbitration. If you're looking to buy, say you want to come in, you're a big guy, and you want to come in and buy blocks of token. What we have is you have a token and you have an NFT set up. Say, if we're using that punk example, say that a CryptoPunk now is worth $100,000, just for the sake of talking. And you say that's allocated to a certain number of tokens. This is a little bit tricky to kind of keep your mind around, but I hope you can work with me. $100,000 CryptoPunk right now, but that is correlated to 100,000 CryptoPunk tokens. Okay, so they're almost $1 a token. 100,000 CryptoPunk tokens. Now, if you're trading, the actual meme token, the CryptoPunk token, and not the NFT. They're the same. They come from the same pool. Okay, so there's no dilution. They're the same pool. You can trade that token. Say if you bought 100,000 tokens, but it only costs you $85,000 to buy, to get into your hand 100,000 tokens. You could essentially say, I have enough tokens to represent a CryptoPunk NFT. Okay, I'm gonna swap them over. Instead of paying the 100, I got these for 85,000. But that's still the correlation. It's 100,000 tokens to a thing, and I have that. So you can swap them over, get your NFT, and you're back into Punk, and you have 15K left in your pocket. You see, that's, well, yeah, it's essentially for 15K less. That's arbitration. So that's coming in and finding two equal pieces. How can I explain this better? It's two equal pieces for different prices. So you buy one, sell it for swap it to the other thing that's cheaper, and you keep the profit. That's also something you can do with hybrid that you couldn't do before. And I keep using the CryptoPunk package project that's not hybrid DeFi, because I'm trying to make it easy to digest what it is. Because if I say like a Bozo or another package that's doing hybrid the right way, at first it's going to seem like a soft shell, which is big now, but it's also, it's not, you're not going to get it if you don't understand it. It sounds trickier than it is. But okay, so now we've covered fractionalization and we've covered arbitrage. Let's talk about the OTC. Okay, so OTC is basically simple. That's Big Willie game, kind of like arbitration. Big Willie comes in, says, hey, I see what this project is doing, this hybrid project. When there's a project like, say, let me see, because we're going to get away from punks because we're not talking NFTs. If you say, hey, I want to buy $3 billion of Bitcoin. Okay, what you have to do is you have to find somebody who's willing to put together, and you don't want to buy it on the market. See, if you buy it on the market, then the price is going to drastically get beat up. Well, it's going to shoot up or shoot, like, depending on who does what with it. You need to find somebody to put together $3 billion of Bitcoin for you, and you buy from them over the counter, which means just directly from that person. There's a trust issue there. Is that person going to deliver? Like, who's going to pay first? Like, I'll pay first. No, you pay. No, we'll shake the same. Like, that's a tricky game. Okay, you got to have balls of steel to do OTC. But I guess if you have enough money to do it, you have enough money to not be afraid to lose it or whatever. But take the trust out of it. With hybrid DeFi, then you say, hey, somebody wants to come in and buy $3 billion of a hybrid project of tokens. Simple. You can just buy the NFT directly, and that's it. And when you buy the NFT, you can swap it over tokens, and you have all your stuff, and it didn't hit the market. You cannot beat that. It's a trustless system. What's another way you can do it? It can go back in the other way too. So if you have $3 billion tokens, and you say, hey, let me find a way to get out of here without getting beat up on the market, then you can swap them 3 billion tokens over to NFTs and just sell the NFTs one at a time. And it doesn't affect the market price of the token. So that's OTC in the realest way that I can explain it. And like I said, feel free to correct me on any of this in the comments, but that's what it is. Okay, now liquidity. This is the other major point to me. The liquidity is simple. There's no other NFT in the game that isn't hybrid. A hybrid, which is the NFT token combination, which has the liquidity, I would say, except perhaps whatever the top one or two NFTs in history, who everybody will always want a chance to get. Maybe they always sort of have a liquidity. But if nobody buys your NFT, then you essentially have a JPEG that's worth however many $1,000 you hope it's worth. But you really just have a 24 pixel picture of a dog with a hat on, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. hybrid DeFi, connecting the NFT to the token, means that there's always liquidity. I'm choking up on always. I don't know if always is the right word. But if there's liquidity in your pool, then there's liquidity to pull from. Okay? So you can take the NFT. If you can put the NFT on the market, if it doesn't sell, you can convert it to tokens for basically the cost of a transaction, depending on how your system's set up and your project set up. For the cost of the transaction, it could be free. Then you can convert it to tokens, and then you can sell the tokens on the market for however much you need. But the liquidity is always there. You can go back and forth from NFT to tokens, and from tokens back to NFT as much as you want. The system is based on ratios, and that's the only thing about it. So the liquidity problem solved. The danger of buying NFTs is like, am I going to get stuck holding this mob and I can't sell it or cash out? That problem is gone now. Okay, with hybrid DeFi. What else do you need to know? There's nothing else to worry about except which project am I going to buy? Just start looking what's out there, because this is the way the NFTs need to be done from here on out. Maybe some legacy NFTs are going to kick back off, and I hope to see it. I have a boatload of them. But this is the way that NFTs are going to move forward through hybrid DeFi. The way meme tokens are going to move forward. Yeah, I was going to say crypto too, but I'm not quite sure about that. So there you go. That's my spiel on hybrid DeFi. Do you see now, with the variety of ways that you can come into hybrid DeFi and make money? You can be an NFT person, holder, flipper, whatever. You can be a crypto trader. You can come in, buy and hold, or you can trade, you can arbitrage, you can OTC, you can just buy and sell all the way up. You can trade pips. You can do, there's so many ways you can come take advantage of this. From a bigwig coming in with a basket of money with a Tom Cruise briefcase and Mission Impossible, to dude who walks in with $30 in his account and say, I'm going to start a crypto career. They're all welcome, and they all have equal chance of making money relative to what they bring to the table in hybrid DeFi. That's it. Got to go. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you learned something, or at least enjoyed yourself. Let me know in the comments what you think. Take care.